Well, there's growing unease this evening over plans to close a dozen police stations overnight. West Midlands Police say they're hoping to save £2 million by reducing station opening hours by just 48 hours into a 2-week consultation period. There is increasing criticism of the amount of information available to the public.
Well, Joan Cummins joins us now from West Midlands Police headquarters in Birmingham. What more can you tell us, Joan?
Well, you'll remember that West Midlands Police have got to save £126 million, so that they really have got to pull in their belts. And the way that they've said they're going to do this is by restructuring. This is one of the first schemes that we've heard, which will involve, as you say, closing police stations overnight. There was horror in the summer when Handsworth Police Station in Birmingham was targeted by rioters. Now it's found itself on a list of 12 police stations across the region that have been earmarked for reduced opening hours, basically closing overnight.
We absolutely know that when people are in trouble, they'll want to go to a police station. And of course, when we make these changes, there'll still be buzzers, intercoms and things that can make sure you summons help.
West Midlands Police say if these proposals were to go ahead, it would mean that there were 11 police stations open 24 hours a day within 4 miles of anybody living in the West Midlands region. They also say that neither West Mercia nor Warwickshire have any 24/7 police stations, and they point out that Staffordshire just has the one. The controversy, though, over this document has arisen because the police authority itself hasn't seen the plans that the police want to impose.
I recognise that police have a responsibility to consult in broad terms. My concern is the detail of the letter that's in the public domain was not shared with the police authority in advance.
Over the last 2 years, the opening hours of Quinton Police Station were gradually reduced until it was finally closed in September, a fate many fear could be repeated elsewhere.
Police stations do stop crime. What police stations do is they build up in the mind of people who are served by the police that security. It's like a safety blanket, isn't it, for people?
Father Seamus Hetherington is disappointed at cuts to the police. A resident of Quinton, he was burgled 3 times in as many weeks whilst he slept.
The one thing I think the government shouldn't have cut back on is cutting down on the police force, because it means to say that people are less protected and they have to be more on their guard, and especially for old people, and they realise there's no protection on the street for them.
The force say they do want feedback, but with a reduced budget, they're simply trying to stay as effective and efficient as possible. Now, obviously, as I said in that report, many of the Shire forces have already been down this road, and people living in some of the areas watching this tonight will say, well, we haven't got a police station. But as one person told me today, this is the second city. It is a major city and it does need coverage. Now, West Midlands Police say that they do want to hear the public's feedback on this decision, and they are hoping to implement it in January. However, the police authorities say they want to know more details before they're prepared to agree with these proposals.
Joan, thank you.
Staff at